Here I am live from Faxon Park with the captain, the man himself, Chris Mad Dog McKenna, after a big win for the Sports Emporium. 9-7 win tonight. Almost blew it in the last inning. Guys were on base, 2 outs. They had the lead run.
Put it that way. We locked down when we needed to lock down.
We locked down when we needed to. We obviously got the win, but the lead run was at the plate with the runner on second and the tying run on first.
I think it was that veteran presence.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, what went into the game plan, obviously, tonight? Obviously, the lineup wasn't exactly what you thought it would be before the game. Obviously, getting the win's huge. But you're in the outfield in that last inning. What was your thought process when they put the tying run at the plate?
Dude, I knew we were going to lock it down. I was like, okay, hit it to me, please. Hit it to me. Or, or Joey. But, yeah, I mean, it was a good game overall. Herbie flaking again kind of sucked, but, put a damper
We'd
on
love
it.
to have him, but obviously got the win tonight, and hopefully we'll have him the next time. But you played great at the plate. 3 very productive at-bats. You were 2 for 3, 3 times on base out of 4 plate appearances. What went into your approach tonight at the plate? Because you obviously saw the ball very well.
I did some tee work, actually, before the game. Just kind of line up them knuckles, kid. It really is. And like keep the wrists, level. That's basically it. Really.
And how awesome was it putting this lineup together? You have a lot of veterans tonight that used to play with us on S6, which was our team, back in the day. You have Mullen come back tonight. You have Kenny come back tonight. You have Seamus come back tonight. Obviously, Green on the mound as well. How awesome was it putting that lineup together, having, like you said, the 2011 Bruins essentially is what you compared it to?
Oh, dude, it was great. Yeah, because, again, you have that veteran presence, like a solid championship decor, and then, the young guns like you and Brian, this, that, and the other thing.
There you go. That was awesome. It was a great obviously lineup, and as I said, wasn't exactly the lineup you thought it would be because we had 11 at first, in the lineup before we said it, and then ended up with 10. How much did you enjoy having Mullen back, Green back, Shea back, and Kenny back for this game?
It was great, dude. Like, those guys are funny. Like, I mean, they're the ones who introduced me to this league, this team, and just great. Like, I mean, they can only make the later night games, so whenever we have one, I always give them like the
nod to play.
Yeah, no, like seniority type situation. I'm like, yo, if you guys are playing, let's check it out, and certainly worked out tonight. I'll tell you that.
What's the game plan going into Friday's game? I know you're going to miss it. You improved to 5-6 on the year. Hopefully, get back to 500 on Friday. What's your thought process going into that game? Considering you won't be here, who's going to be the captain that night? Who's setting the lineup that night?
I'll still set the lineup, but I think I don't know.
Sean will have to be the captain.
Are you playing?
I should be here. But Sean has the seniority. I think Sean might have to be the cap.
Sean might be the cap, or maybe Molly. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I like either one of them being the cap. Maybe both. Yeah. Co-captain. When you're not there, it's a big loss not having you in the outfield. But obviously a big win tonight. Any last thoughts before you close?
Yeah, dude. White Brian's on fire at shortstop today. Like, talk about player of the game, man. Like, he was whipping it.
How about those plays in between the gap? Some plays where we thought he had no chance, and he was finding a way to get the glove down, make a great throw at first. He was awesome. Pat was awesome, obviously, defensively, scooping a couple. Obviously, he's been great all year defensively. Dude, he was awesome. And then how about Mullen in left field? He had a couple hard line drives at him, made a couple big plays. I mean, I'm sure you're happy with the defense overall tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the last inning, we pretty much held them to 1 run every, 1 or 0.
3 runs in the last inning they got, but it was 1 or 2 at most. And obviously the middle innings.
We gave them those too.
Yeah, we did. We kind of messed around a little as we usually do at the end of the games, but we got the win though. Yeah. Got the win. Yeah. So obviously, hopefully they get back to 500 on Friday night. You won't be here, sadly, as I said, but hopefully you'll bring us some luck. In your presence with the email in the morning. I'm sure you have the lineup set up and try to get everybody fired up. Hopefully, bring us some luck.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Appreciate it, Mad Dog. Thank you.
Take care.
Here we are with the player of the game, Brian, our shortstop, who was awesome defensively all night. 2 for 4 at the plate, 2 doubles, a run scored. But the main thing I want to talk about is your defense. What went into your glove work tonight, making some great plays in the gap between short and third?
Just trying to make the plays for the boys. Just went out there, tried to do my thing, had my boys on back, and that's just what we do out there.
That's it. There were a couple plays where I thought you had no shot. I was like, that's tough. It's in the middle. It's a hard line drive. You still made a couple great throws over the first. Even got Pat to make a great play, picking one out of the dirt for you. Is there any ball you feel like you can't get? I mean, it doesn't look like it. It feels like you're always confident you can make the play.
Oh, no, for sure. The fast ones come at my face. Make it look like I'm trying to get it, but you just let that go by. But usually everything else I try and get.
And then what went into your approach at the plate tonight? You're very aggressive in the base paths. 2 doubles, which is awesome. What went into that approach?
Trying to go yard, and then just trying to extend it on the base pass.
That's it. Any special words into Friday night's game? Hopefully get us back to 500 with the win. We'll see how things go. But you have any words of encouragement for the team before it?
Let's go get the dub. Let's keep this thing going. Undefeated the rest of the season. You heard it here.
Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you for your time. Take care now. So as you can tell, a big win there for the Sports Emporium on Wednesday night. Now I'm going to give a quick recap of the game. 9-7 win, as we already mentioned. The offense was blazing hot to start the game. 7 runners reached base safely to start the game. 7 batters reached safely, leading to a 6-run first inning. The offense was cool for a few innings after that until the bottom of the 5th inning when the Sports Emporium did score 3 runs. The defense was really good all night. The last inning, obviously, the game was a lot closer than it had to be, but still got the win at the end of the day. Now I'm going to give a quick breakdown of the lineup before closing the episode. So leading off was Sean in left center. He was 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 walks, and an RBI. Always very reliable, getting on base every single night. Some of these RBI totals I may be a little bit off with. Was trying to do my best looking at the book to see who scored when. At shortstop, you had Brian batting second. He went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles, a run scored, and 2 runs batted in. Awesome defensively as well, which we already mentioned. He was electric in that game on defense. And then at pitcher, we had Green on the mound. Pitched an absolute gem in this game. The best thing about Green is he finds a way to get 2 strikes on the batter early in the count and then really forces them to have to swing at some tough pitches that might be a strike or might not be a strike. Obviously, not always is the ball going to hit the mat, but that's always the goal. And he's always very, very close, so it does put the opposing batter in a tough position, knowing they might have to swing at something that they necessarily don't want to. He was good at the plate as well, 2 for 3, a run scored, a walk, and an RBI. Very good game all around from him. At third base, batting cleanup, we had Mully, who was 1 for 4 in the game, a run scored, a double, and an RBI. Got us out of the jam at the end of the game, fielding a hard ground ball and stepping on third for the 3rd out of the 7th inning, getting us the win, which was awesome. The Gold Glove candidate, as I always say. Then in left center, we had Mad Dog, who was 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Our captain always keeps us very grounded and very focused. Very reliable glove as always, and put together a great lineup in this one, as you can tell. Then at first, we had Pat, who was 1 for 3 during the game, a run scored, a sac fly, and an RBI. Made a great couple defensive plays that really helped us get the win, including that great scoop that we already mentioned on that throw from Brian, which Brian made a great play in the gap between shortstop and third, made a great turn and a great throw all the way across the diamond, and Pat found a way to scoop it and get the out. Then after that, we had Mullen playing left field. He was 2 for 3, a walk, a run, and an RBI. Good to have him in the lineup as well, and very good defensively. Made a nice play in this game on a hard line drive to left field. Made a great play reaching up and catching it. He's a very tall guy, but had to use every single bit of height there to make that play, which was awesome. Then I played second base. I went 1 for 1 with a walk, a sac fly, a run, and an RBI. Probably my most productive game of the year from the standpoint of no dead outs. I'll always be happy with 3 plate appearances where they were all productive. Then at catcher, we had Kenny, who was 0 for 1 with 2 walks. It was great catching up with him on Wednesday night. He brings a lot of energy to the team. Called a great game behind the dish with some excellent pitching from Green. I'm sure he'll be doing great things tonight at third base. He'll be in the lineup tonight playing third. Then in right field, we had Seamus, who was 1 for 3 with an RBI, made a nice play on a ball that was over his head and around probably the 5th inning, got us out of a jam in that inning. When the other team scored 3 runs during that inning, he got us out of a jam, making a great catch for the 3rd out of the inning. But anyways, that wraps up the lineup there. We do have a big game tonight, a tough matchup without Chris Mad Dog McKenna in the lineup. But as he already mentioned, we do have Mully, we do have Sean there to stand in as captains and lead the team tonight. So hopefully we get a win. One last thing before I close, I just want to shout out the Sports Emporium. It's a bar in North Weymouth. That is our sponsor. They're really nice people and have a great bar there. Go check it out if you're ever in the area. Anyways, that'll wrap up this episode. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to this. As always, I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.